Somebody call for the queen.
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some rats by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the folium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got to picture me, Pacific Ice on my ocean.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24. Yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Dancing to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And this is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On first down, Drake. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. He goes underneath the Drake. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there at 22.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Drake, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, 20.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Steps away to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
But they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. The kick by Sanders is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, if you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away, maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the run, it's Crowell. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Detroit!
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, Danny Amendola. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Well, you know, CD, the Miami Dolphins, if there was an award for the most difficult team to figure out this year, it might have to go to Miami. Now, look, you go into Week 16 and 17, it's still an outside shot to make the playoffs. And the Miami miracle they had, but that was followed by the dismantling in Minnesota. It has been a tough team to figure out, has it not?
It certainly has, and they had their opportunities. Remember early in the season when they went to New England to play, they were undefeated at that point, got jumped on, and it led to a 2-6 stretch in the middle of the season that likely will be their downfall, and that's what they'll look at if they don't make the playoffs.
And they've been Jekyll and Hyde. At home, they've been really good, and on the road, they've been really bad.
Let's go.
To throw on second down is Tannehill, eluding the pressure right. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Deep.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Play.
Tannehill now to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
He's going to rifle one deep. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd, and even 40 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Before New York takes their next snap on offense, Charles, look ahead to the offseason here. I think it's going to be pretty eventful, more so than it has been in recent years.
Yeah, I think this team's going to look a lot different when they take the field in 2019. I think probably starting at the head coaching position and the staff, that'll change. But then what is going to surround Sam Darnold, their quarterback, who was a rookie in 2018? They've got to continue to get weapons and an offensive line in order for him to flourish.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Darnold. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles Rams.
Pretty good company. Now Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, 20.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A.J. Derby as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Sanders now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So out now come the Jets. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Dumps off to Powell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw is Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Detroit! Detroit!
Darnold on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw on second down is Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
No problem. That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Here's Tannehill. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Dolphins now. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit. He's got it at the 15. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill hands to Dre. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Right back to Drake. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A.J. Derby, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Sanders now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 57 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down throw, Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Darnold to throw again. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, it's Powell, and he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Corral. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that's incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They run for it. Here's Powell. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
No, check, Patriot! Patriot!
They'll run. This is Powell. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's Myers now to kick it away. The return will come from Sonoris Perry. And an alley to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
New York set to take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And he's got a new one. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. O'Neill's got it, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
One last throw now for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.